Hello, peace and blessings. This is Jovhannah, creator of Healing Single Mothers, and I'm going to be doing a mommy mindset reading for you. I shared this spread maybe a couple of weeks ago and just thought it would be fun to just do it for the collective to see if this gives you any guidance for the week ahead. We're moving into a new month, ending February, going into March, and I'm very excited about that. In the Healing Single Mothers Journal, March is all about creativity. One of the activities that we're going to be doing in the community is actually creating a self-love altar, which is going to be a lot of fun. I made one for myself in February, and Savvy was interested in creating one for herself. So I thought that would be a great opportunity to teach her, as well as others, what an altar is, how to make one, how to tend to it, and how to work with it, and also tie it all into self-love. So not only is it something that you can do for yourself, but you can also do it with or for your children too. So if you're not a member of the community, click the link in my bio and join. Come see what all the goodness is about. So I'm going to be using my Intuitive Night Goddess deck, which is one of my favorites. I just realized because I moved, I'm still looking where I'm going to relocate to, and I realized that my One Manifesting deck, I think one of the boxes that I had set aside with more of my decks and stuff actually got put in storage. So I don't have that deck, and I'm a little sad about that. But it's all good. I have plenty to work with here in the meantime. So let's dive into the mommy mindset spread. I'm going to close it out with an oracle card from my Goddess Guidance deck. And let's see. Okay, where to focus my energy. I like it. Affirmation for the week. Release, embrace, and guidance. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords. Where do I need to focus my energy? So this is all about clearing your mind, receiving ideas and inspiration. Even if there's something that you've been thinking that you need to do, then this is like a sign that says yes. Focus on those ideas, your thoughts. What have you been thinking? Are they positive? Are they negative? Have you been saying affirmations and speaking lovingly? So this is all about speaking with clarity, making sure that you clear your mind. So this would be a great week to incorporate meditation or journaling, affirmations, things like that to really help you center and focus. And in fact, one of the prompts that I'm going to be sharing for journaling is, what am I focusing on this month? When we know what we're focused on, we're clear about it, that sets us up to know what do we need to do, what things do we need to eliminate, how and who do we need to talk to, and all of these different things. So having that clarity, that clearness in your mind, it helps you to focus and achieve your goal. So if you have been dealing with a lot of different things this past few months, or even just coming into this year or the last few years, this is a really good time for you to sort through all of that stuff. The things that you've been thinking lately, the things that you've been watching, reading, looking at, spending time doing, to figure out, are you spending it where you should be spending it? Because where our attention goes is where the energy goes. So if you are, immersing yourself in things that aren't aligned with who you want to be, what you need to do, how you want to shift your life, then this is a very great opportunity for you to make that change. Affirmation for the week. I like this. And I would say for this, I am in control of my emotions. Life is always going to happen, and of course, we're not always going to be in a good mood. We're not always going to be happy. That's just normal human nature. But being in a space where you are not reacting, but you're giving yourself space to pause, space to feel whatever is coming up, and then making a conscious decision of how to move forward. A lot of times, especially if we are not in this space where we have, clear mind and we're not super stressed and we can think clearly and logically and we know exactly what it is that we need to do or focus on, then sometimes we can react out of emotion. So sometimes you might just need to stop, pause, take a deep breath, and regain control of your emotions. I love how there's this giant cup, and it's almost like, she's pouring back into this cup, maybe all of the energies, right, that she's soaking up from around her, all of the stresses in life, the joys, the sadness, the frustration, the anger, and you're feeling it, you're navigating it, but you're not allowing it to grab hold of you. So I feel like that is going to be the affirmation of the week to help you maintain that clear mind, is by being in control of yourself when it comes to your emotions and how you're responding. What to release? 9 of Cups. When the 9 of Cups shows up reversed, it might be an indication that you are not satisfied, or that you're spending not enough time nurturing yourself, doing things that bring you joy, which as a single mother is totally relatable. But it's time that you refill your own cup. Make sure that you are finding joy in each day, doing something that makes you happy, whether it's eating a piece of your favorite candy, going for a walk, taking a few moments to read a book, a nap, whatever. Figure out what you can do to bring more care, joy, and just lusciousness into your life, right? So that might mean one of the things that I plan on doing, and which I love, fresh flowers. I have not had any in a while. Like, I have my plants, which I do want to get a new plant. I saw this really big, beautiful plant that I want. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can add some fresh flowers or some plants into my space. So find something that you can do that just adds a little oomph into your life, that makes you feel really good in your day as well. What to embrace? I like this as well. We have a lot of cups and swords today, which is, I think, bringing in a good balance of the heart and mind. What to embrace is letting go. So remember, we talked about being in control of our emotions. I feel like this is a very perfectly aligned message that we need to let go of anything that's keeping us in this state where we're not feeling happy, where we're not at peace, or we're distracted and not able to focus on ourselves. With the 8 of Cups, this is all about letting go, moving away from things that don't serve you, and knowing when it's time to let go, right? We've just recently had the full moon, and I feel like there's always something that's illuminated, and maybe you finally, something clicked and you're like, you know what, this just isn't for me. This doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't make me happy. So I need to move away from it. I need to let that go. And that could be, maybe you're spending too much time watching TV, or, you've been eating too many sweets like me, or just not getting out enough, whether it's going for a walk, working out, reading, I don't know, whatever it is, there's something that you are doing or not doing that needs to change. And it's time to embrace that. A lot of times we get stuck in places where we are afraid to let go of things, of people, of places, of habits, of just stuff that we've become so used to. And this can also be getting rid of stuff. That just came up too, right? We're moving into spring, and there's always that, like, for me, this antsy, bubbly feeling like I just need everything cleaned and cleared out, right? That spring cleaning energy. So maybe this is part of that. Not only do we need to spring clean our spaces, but we also need to spring clean our minds, our body, our soul, all of that, to really revitalize the energy in our life. So keep that in mind as you move through this week. Just be mindful and aware of anything that you might be holding on to that no longer serves you. And maybe it's, been something that you've been aware of, but just needing to get into a new mindset and a new habit to facilitate this change emotionally. Oftentimes we'll either know in our heart that we need to let something go, but our mind is still like, no, I need this. I can fix it. This is still like, it's salvageable. I can do something with this. or our mind is like, let that go. And our heart is just like, oh, but I can't. Like, I need it. I love it. I'm so connected to it. So there's that balance here where we need to find alignment in our heart and mind to know what it's time to move forward from. And maybe that's developing some new habits to help you create some healthy boundaries so that you're no longer feeling out of sorts, out of order, unable to focus on yourself. Really embracing self-care, which is very important. I especially like started reading this book that talks about highly sensitive parenting, which I knew I was a highly sensitive person, but never really thought about how that would affect me as a parent. And, you know, it talks about like being overstimulated and not having enough downtime, being a single parent on top of being a highly sensitive person. You need downtime. And a lot of times when you get into this state of mind where you just don't have any downtime, you're not able to care for yourself, you're not able to tend to your own needs or emotions, it puts you in a not great place to parent from, you know, a place of expansion and instead of, you know, a place of reaction. So keep that in mind as well. There's definitely a shift happening. There's something that you will be either coming into awareness that you need to let go of, or finally accepting that you need to let go of and starting to make the steps towards that. So then we have, guidance. I thought I was going to pull an oracle card, but I went ahead and pulled this. We have the Six of Swords. And this coming through as guidance is just like, yeah, it's definitely time for a change. So I would love to know what it is that, you know, resonated with you from this reading. What is it that you feel has been coming up for you to let go of? And sometimes letting go doesn't mean you have to cut something off. It might just mean that you need to acknowledge something or have a conversation or take steps to shift something in your life, whether it's a habit, a relationship, something with your job. Maybe there's just something that you need to start doing for yourself that's going to help facilitate that change. But whatever it is, that awareness, that clarity, that message is definitely going to come through for you. So I do hope that this has helped you to prepare for the week ahead. And I hope that I can do more of these readings. I absolutely love working with my cards and just doing readings. It's a lot of fun for me because they're so supportive. They were a great tool for me during a time where I was dealing with a lot. And they helped me to navigate anxiety and depression and just other life circumstances. So reading for others brings me great joy. All right, that is it for the day. I hope that I'll see you inside the community. Until next time, peace.